When Jairus came to Jesus and begged Jesus to come to visit his house because his daughter was on the point of death, Jesus immediately walked with Jairus. During that time when Jesus and Jairus were walking, a woman who was bleeding for 12 years came and touched the hem of his garment, and we see Jesus waiting there. That whole while that Jesus is ministering to that bleeding woman, Jairus is patiently waiting for Jesus. He's patiently walking with Jesus. Even after that bleeding woman was healed, Jairus and Jesus continue walking together. Jairus in a desperate situation because his daughter was at the point of death. But in great hope, he comes seeking Jesus. In that entire episode, we see Jairus patiently waiting for Jesus to minister to his daughter. Sometimes we are waiting upon God, right? Waiting for God to bring about a change, for God to bring about a transformation in our lives, for God to bring restoration. We are waiting upon God, patiently waiting upon God. And as Jairus is waiting for, that season, as Jairus is walking, patiently waiting to reach the house with Jesus, because we know the crowds were surrounding Jesus, and because of which Jesus was slowed down. In verse 49 we read, while he was still speaking, someone came from the ruler of the synagogue's house, saying to him, your daughter is dead. Do not trouble the teacher. Your daughter is dead. While he was still on the way, they had not yet reached the house of Jairus, and he gets bad news. But how many of us know that no matter what news the world gives us, no matter how bad news it is, God is fully able to change the bad news to good news. In Psalm 112 verse 7, he says, for those who live in the fear of the Lord, those who are connected to God, are not shaken by bad news. They are not moved by bad news. Why? Because we know God has complete ability to change the bad news to good news. We have the assurance that even if the news does not change, or even if God does not change the situation, he will work it all together for our good. We have that assurance. Jairus patiently waited, patiently walked with Jesus, and we see Jesus not disappointing Jairus. We see Jesus restoring Jairus' family. We see Jesus restoring the daughter of Jairus. Why? Because he kept pursuing, kept persevering with Jesus. That bad news did not move him, and Jesus turned the bad news to good news. The same way he will do it in your life. No matter how bad your news is, no matter how deep your pit is, he has the ability to change it all, to turn it all for your good. Just keep pressing on with him, keep walking with him, wait patiently on him, and you will not be disappointed. God bless you.